Hello, so today I'm just building just a little house. That's it, plain and simple, just a cute little house. Um, Building homes is my favourite thing to do. Like, I do like doing community lots and it's only really to learn a bit more about building because, as I've said before, I'm not very confident with my building skills. I am not the best builder by far, and if anything, this channel isn't really aimed at trying to inspire people. It's probably more for people that are kind of like me, in a sense that you're not the most confident builder, not very good, but would like to make something that looks somewhat okay. That's kind of where I'm coming from with this. But yeah, the reason why I do other builds as opposed to just houses all the time is because I would like to try building different styles of things to try and get a bit better at it. But my favourite thing to do is build houses and do the inside decorating. That's what I enjoy doing the most. That's probably why I upload houses more than anything else. But yeah, but I'm not really going to talk about it. Instead, I'm going to talk about surveillance. Odd topic, I hear you ask. Well, the reason I want to talk about this is because I remembered, well, actually, I was on the phone to my mum and she reminded me that I used to do this. And I look back and think, wow, what a creepy thing to do as a kid. But yeah, so when I lived at home, when I was about 17, I remember being really pissed off because so the household consisted of me, my brother, my mum and my stepdad, and I had a job, but it didn't pay very well, so I didn't really make a lot of money, but I had to pay for my own food because my mum's cruel. So I used to buy food and stuff, and I noticed after a while that whenever I bought myself a little treat and put it in the cupboard, it would suddenly disappear. And I was getting sick of asking who's had this chocolate bar, who's had this, and obviously everyone was like, oh, I don't know. So I decided to take matters into my own hands, and I set up a camcorder and hid it in the kitchen and just left it on record all day long, and then charge it and then do the same thing again. So I would replace it with another one because I had two camcorders. This is how sad I was. So I had 24 hours surveillance on the kitchen and no one knew about it. And I did this for about a week to try and catch who it was that was sneaking my food and lying about it. So my mum was heavily pregnant at the time with my sister. There's a big age gap between her and me and my brother. And so I just kind of went through the footage, as it were, and I stumbled across, I found out who ate all of my snacks. It was her, Prego, waddling around, eating the chocolate and then forgetting she'd done it. But there was one interesting evening where I overheard my mum shouting at my stepdad because they had a family-sized trifle and it had all gone. And she was shouting at him, and she was like, where's this trifle gone? It was brand new only the other day. How's it all been eaten already? And so he was like, I've got no idea. And she was like, yeah, right. Well, funnily enough, little did they know, I had surveillance on the kitchen. So I was like, don't worry about it. I can find out. And so they were pretty surprised about that. So I went through the footage and what did I find? I found pregnant mum waddling into the kitchen, opening the fridge. This was all in the same day, once at 4 p.m, eating with the fridge door open. I mean, that's only on TV. Who really does that? So she did that. She took the trifle out of the fridge and ate it just with a fork. So she just held the trifle in front of her, started eating at it with a fork, then put it back in the fridge. Then again at 5 p.m. she came back in, and then again, it was every hour on the dot, she would waddle in, eat this trifle in front of the fridge until it was completely gone. And either her pregnancy affected her memory and she completely forgot that, or she tried so hard to pretend that it must have been someone else that ate the trifle, that she just didn't want to take the fall for being such a tubsy about it, eating a family trifle in one sitting. So caught her red-handed. So this is a little lesson to everyone, just to say that, you know, sometimes surveillance isn't the worst thing. I'm joking. It is. It's not great. I did this for the sole purpose of finding out who ate my chocolate. As soon as I found out, I stopped it immediately. But to be fair, some really good things came out of it, because we never have like family videos. The only family videos we have are from like the 90s, when my granddad used to go round like firework night. So in fairness, I did catch some really funny conversations and things that we otherwise wouldn't have seen. And I've always been really into like media, video editing. I don't know why I never bothered going into it. I guess I just thought I probably wouldn't be very good, because I don't really think I'm very good at anything. So such a victim, sob story. But yeah, I've always been really into, you know, editing and things like that. So for me, it was not a chore at all. So I happily went through hours of all this capture and turned it into about 1 million home videos. So something good actually really did come out of it. But yeah, don't do this at home, kids, because it's not very nice. It's only when I look back now that I think, actually, if someone did that to me, I would be furious. If someone was filming me without my knowledge. But I mean, it was fine because it was my family, so what are they going to do? Disown me? I don't think so. Plus, thanks to me, we also have a hilarious compilation video of Mum eating various things from the fridge. Anyway, we're getting towards the end of the video now, so I will just end by saying thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe, and that's it. Bye-bye.